You know what the four saddest words are to me as an apologist for Christianity? That ship has sailed. See, those four words tell me a person who once was a Christian and who left Christianity for various reasons that I believe are ultimately illegitimate, such as they could not reconcile Christianity with evolution, and so they ended up rejecting Christianity because they believed neo-Darwinian evolution is true. And when you point out to them that, in fact, there is no incompatibility between Christianity and neo-Darwinian evolution, they say, well, that ship has sailed. Or they left Christianity because they couldn't reconcile their faith with the doctrine of eternal conscious torment in hell for everyone who does not verbally profess belief in Jesus. And you point out, well, Christians disagree over the nature of hell or alienation from God, and they disagree over the conditions that must be met in order for a person to be separated from God. So that shouldn't be a reason to reject Christianity. And then, well, their response again is, that ship has sailed. Or they rejected Christianity because they couldn't reconcile themselves to the idea that God would command the genocide of entire populations, such as we appear to read in Deuteronomy 20, Joshua 6 and following, or other passages, 1 Samuel 15. And you point out to them that Christians have long wrestled with the biblical violence passages and in fact have offered a range of theological and hermeneutical options when thinking about those passages, many of those options which don't require them to accept that God did in fact commit what appear to be moral atrocities like genocide. Once again, the answer is that ship has sailed. For me, as a Christian apologist, one of the most important things we can do is not place unnecessary burdens on the shoulders of people to make Christianity more difficult than it already is, because it is difficult. At the center of Christianity is the command to take up your cross daily and follow Jesus in a life of self-abnegation and denial. And when that's the center message of Christianity, the center of the ethic, the foundation of the Christian life, you don't need to make it more difficult by also requiring that people accept young earth creationism, or that they accept eternal conscious torment, or a particular view of Christian exclusivism, or a particular understanding of biblical violence. So we ought at the outset not to make it more difficult by really thinking through carefully what mere Christianity is, so that if people are going to leave Christianity, they leave it for the right reasons. And so you never have to find yourself in the situation where a person leaves Christianity simply because they couldn't accept a particular version of Christianity. If they leave Christianity, they should leave it because they can't reconcile themselves with mere Christianity, not because they can't reconcile themselves with some particular substrain, some version of Christianity. And then we can avoid those four saddest words that I hear as a Christian theologian when you point out that somebody had an illegitimate reason for leaving Christianity, and then their response is, well, that ship has sailed. Let's not allow those ships to sail.